We don't have a lot of survivors of sexual violence by Hamas because many of the people who survived are people who came back from captivity, people who were sexually assaulted, attacked, and raped. Both women and men on the 7th of October were executed. The Israeli government has now only 4 living survivors of these attacks, 3 women and 1 man, and other people were simply shot dead.
And much of that, I suppose, would have been captured in one way, shape or form on camera, because one of the things that was terribly disturbing for me, I've witnessed and watched some of the stuff that was collected from the body cams, from the Hamas people that they were filming themselves, and it's pretty disturbing stuff. But I mean, it's very clear that what they were doing was some of the most barbarous acts that I think anyone's ever seen.
Absolutely. They had body cameras, they documented themselves, they uploaded these videos online. They were not ashamed of themselves murdering women, children, civilians, the elderly, absolutely not. And they were not ashamed of raping people and took footage of them doing that. Also, they were captured by Israeli Defense Forces and are now supposed to stand trial. They are under arrest, and many of them were already investigated and said gladly and proudly that they raped.
And were ordered to do so, right, by the Hamas kind of generals?
They were told that there was no religious consequences, or it's not it's not immoral to do it. And they were led to believe that it's part of their mission to kill, to document, and to rape.
Shocking stuff. And what sort of reaction do you get when you talk about these things to people? I mean, do you find that a lot of people who were sceptical are no longer sceptical?
I think it depends on political views. I think sometimes people are not presented with the whole pictures. They're not presented with the facts. They listen to the very, very extreme media. They only watch TikTok. They don't know what the situation really is. But on some occasions, I have been overseas to other countries, and we had death threats. And we did have people threatening to kill me and to rape me, which is shocking and doesn't really make the point that you were aiming for, I think.
No, quite. And when you see some of these activists and demonstrations in London, in Paris, in various other European cities, pro-Palestinian, in some cases pro-Hamas demonstrations, how does that make you feel?
Well, it depends. I think people can be pro-Palestinian, that's their right, but I have heard very, very aggressive and violent language. I've seen signs with hearts around the date 7th of October. I think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
More than 1,000 civilians were murdered. It was unprovoked. It was on the holy day. People at 6:30 in the morning on the holy day were in their beds when they were attacked. I think that kind of message is disgusting.